wish I could be there with you tonight for the art dispersals, but I can't. So I thought I would send you some words about free culture and why we do this, why it's become really important to me. So the realm of free culture is not just about art, it's not just about opera or ballet, but it's the realm of ideas, creativity, new things coming into being. So there's a cultural aspect to science and a cultural aspect to inventions. But I'm an artist, and so it's easiest for me to talk about culture and the free cultural realm in terms of art. So what is art? And what would happen if we didn't have art? So think of something that you think of as art that's really important to you. Maybe it's a novel, maybe it's a poem, maybe it's a painting, maybe it's a photograph or a movie, maybe it's a song, maybe it's a dance that you like to watch or a dance you like to do. And now go through that list and eliminate them. No novels, no poems, no songs, no dances, no art. And you begin to see that the world goes dead. I have a quote for you. It's from 10 Windows, How Great Poems Transform the World by Jane Hirshfield. Good art is a truing of vision, in the way a saw is trued in the saw shop to cut more cleanly. It is also a changing of vision. Entering a good poem, a person feels, tastes, hears, thinks, and sees in altered ways. Why ask art into a life at all if not to be transformed and enlarged by its presence and mysterious means? Some hunger for more is in us. More range, more depth, more feeling, more associative freedom, more beauty, more perplexity, and more friction of interest, more prismatic grief and unstunted delight, more longing, more darkness, more saturation and permeability in knowing our own existence as also the existence of others, more capacity to be astonished. Art adds to the sum of the lives we would have, were it possible to live without it. And by changing selves, one by one, art changes also the outer world that selves create and share. So what is it? Why is it powerful? What really is the substance or non-substance that is in all art? Why can it change things? So I have another quote for you. This one's by Dorothy Sayers, and it's mentioned in Art for God's Sake by Philip Ryken. In this passage, Dorothy Sayers is wondering about the passage in the Bible, God created man in his own image. And what does that mean? She says, is it his immortal soul, his rationality, his self-consciousness, his free will, or what that gives him a claim to this rather startling distinction? A case may be argued for all these elements in the complex nature of man. But had the author of Genesis anything particular in mind when he wrote it? It is observable that in the passage leading up to the statement about man, he has given no detailed information about God. Looking at man, he sees in him something essentially divine. But when we turn back to see what he says about the original, upon which the image of God was modeled, we find only the single assertion, God created. The characteristic common to God and man is apparently that, the desire and the ability to make things. So maybe art isn't decoration. Maybe it's really important. And maybe it's even more than that. Maybe it's essential to our being human, to our humanity as a spiritual reality. Essential to that. And if it's essential, then is it right to withhold it from people unless they have a lot of money? I don't think so. I think it's essential to make it available, both art to be viewed and art to do, ways of learning the cultural realm, the realm of ideas. It should be free. It is freeing. So I made this form called Art Dispersal. We put the paintings up on the wall. We invite you to take them, become the steward of them, take care of them, see what their mission is in your life. You can't pay for it. It's already done. But you can support the future. You can make the future possible. Art dispersal isn't a perfect form. We don't have a perfect society where artists are supported and culture is available. We have to work with experimental forms and try to move forward. But people need art. Artists need support. Those two things could come together in a variety of ways. This is just one. It's kind of a fun one once you get into it. So have a good time at this dispersal. Take the paintings. I loved making them for you. Send me notes. Send me pictures. It's easy now with computers. Show me where you put it. Tell me what you found out by living with it. I would like to make a map of all the places that the paintings go. And then if they go to someone else, if you keep it for a while and then you pass it on, let me know. Let me know where it went. Yeah. Enjoy it now. Have a good time. Bye.